Hi everybody, welcome back to Bearded Cubing 101. My name is Joe. I'm your host of Bearded Cuber. In today's video, I'll show you how to solve the Fisher-Moyu skewb cube. I guess that's called, I don't know. The next one up is going to be the Twisty skewb, and then this one's the Mefford skewb. Now you're in luck. I think it was sometime last year, if I recall correctly. I made a chart, and some people want to call it a cheat sheet. I don't care what you call it. Right, it's something to help you out. It's a visual, it's good, it's accurate enough. I mean, I could poke holes in it all day long if I wanted to myself. I'm the master of critiquing my own work, but the point of the chart isn't that you're going to be using it as a cheat sheet. It isn't that it's going to be the best chart in the world and it's going to be bulletproof. That's not the point of the chart. The point of the chart is using it as a reference tool, something, a learning tool, something that's just going to give you a quick boost to help you understand what's really going on with the cube, and that's the whole long and short of it right there. So I mean, I think it's going to help out tremendously. So I just need to find a way of presenting the material to you, because maybe I'm going to see if I can try to do like a split screen, I guess. I don't know. But let me show you the chart on my tiny little tablet I've got here. Turn this on. Okay, so this is the chart right here. And just a quick overview, and you're going to be free to take a screenshot of that. I don't really know how to do that, but I'm sure if one of the viewers would write that down in the comments to let everybody know how to take a screenshot of it so you could print it up, that'd be great. Because I don't know how to even put a link to I don't know how to do this stuff. But anyways, it just has figure numbers, so figure 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, 5, figure 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, and I'll just be referring to these figure numbers, and then we're just gonna we'll do a solve. Find a way of pointing it out to you, and I don't know, we'll take it from there. And let me tell you a little something about this skewb cube here. This Fisher skewb is often advertised as entry level, and I mean, I've even seen it with the children play blocks on Amazon, and it makes it seem as if it's very fundamental in that anybody could pick it up and solve it. Well, that's not really the case with a lot of entry-level cubes. That's the thing where people have a hard enough time understanding entry-level cubes because they don't know the fundamentals. And yes, it is a fundamental cube, but if you don't know the algorithms, the fundamental algorithms that go along with it, there's very little hope that you're going to be able to solve this without instruction. And then that's same thing goes for this one and this one. I mean, and this goes in a progressive order: very fundamental, semi-fundamental, and then regular difficulty. Boy, am I explaining that well? I don't even know. But the point is that you've got to understand these basic fundamental cubes and understand how the functionality of the cubes before you move on to the next one. And I've been saying that since day number 1. And everybody wants to underestimate the fundamentals, and then when it comes to a more advanced cube, right? So let's just say this one, everybody just wants to know how to do this one, and they don't really care about these. These mean nothing to you. But without these, you're not solving this. Okay, without the fundamentals, you're not advancing to the next cube. You know, and I'm not saying it's an impossibility. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that if you want to be a good cuber and you want to understand lots of other cubes, you have to know your fundamentals. Okay, so what else do we need to know about this? I don't know. You can stack them real good, I guess. I don't know. I got nothing here. Easy cube. We're gonna figure it out step by step, you know, and I guess there's nothing really left to it but to do it. Okay, so this is the William Fisher skewb cube, and we're going to do a fundamental section. The first thing I'm going to do is teach you the sledgehammer, which is down on the right, down on the left, up on the right, up on the left. Okay, and all that really did was essentially flipped this piece with this piece. These two pieces switched. Okay, also this piece and this piece flipped. So you had these two pieces that swapped and these two pieces that swapped. Okay, and these are all turned off to their sides. But all you need to know is what we're really looking for is these two pieces to swap. To put this back correctly, we're going to go down on the left because we're going to want this green to match with this green. Okay, let's bring this back. If we were to go down on the right, it would be incorrect. Okay, so you would have green to orange, but we don't want green to orange. We want green to green. So we're going to go down on the left, down on the right, up on the left, up on the right. Okay, let's go ahead and do that one more time. Let's set this up, and let's go ahead and put this back in incorrectly. So if we went down the left or down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left, okay, you would see that this piece, and this piece have all been rotated. Okay, this is in its correct position, but turned around. This is in its correct position but flipped, and this is in the correct position but flipped. Okay, the one in the back was unaffected. Okay, but you know, obviously to get this back, you just do that sledgehammer. Okay, and then you would put this back in the correct way where it's orange to orange. So it was down on the right, down on the left, up on the right, up on the left. Okay, and that would lead you to this where this is correct, this is correct, this is correct, and this is correct. Okay, so now we're going to talk about headlights. Okay, and a lot of people don't still understand what headlights are. It's just two of the same color. So this is orange white, and this is blue white. So we have both whites, okay, on the same side. We're facing left. We're going to call these headlights. Okay, and then we have a white facing us and a white facing away from us. So we're going to keep those headlights to our left, and we're going to do the sledgehammer. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Okay. From this point, we have 1, 2, 3 that are incorrect, and we have 1 that is correct. And now, the reason I'm pointing to here, right, instead of pointing here, here, and here, is because it's the same piece. This corner represents this edge. This corner represents this edge. This corner represents this edge, just like this white corner represents this edge. Okay, so you can look at the edge pieces or just look at the corners. So we have 1 corner correct, but 1, 2, 3 of them wrong. Keep the one that's correct to the rear and do the sledgehammer. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. That's twice. Keep going. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. That was 4 times. Keep going. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, and up. Okay, and the cube is solved. Okay, so that's concludes the fundamental portion of it. Let's go ahead and get into the solve. Okay, so this is the Moyo skewb, and what we're going to do is teach you how to go ahead and fix up all the whites. I'm only going to do this once, I guess. Let's go ahead and see if we can understand this. This white orange, okay, we just put that into place. Now, let's just say that it wasn't as simple as that. Let's just say that it was more like this, okay, where it needed to be, it's in a correct spot, whether it's here, 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 or here, it doesn't matter. But we need to rotate it. So let's go ahead and bring it down, okay. You can rotate this so that it's in a position that you can bring it back. Okay, but now that's occupying a spot. We know that red has to go over here, green has to go over here, and blue has to go over here because this is the standard color pattern. So since there's already a blue here, let's go ahead and rotate this one. We could bring it down here and rotate it from here. We can go swing it all the way around and put it in, okay? Or you could have done it from back here, okay? You just do it from whichever side is easiest for you. This one doesn't look like it needs any rotation, just needs to be popped in, but let's just say that it needed to be rotated. Let's say it was like this, okay? Well, if it's rotated like that, bring it down, okay? It's down here. Rotate this, okay? Bring it in, and then the one that you rotated out of the way or moved out of the way, bring it back. Okay, there it is right there. The last one that we need is a green. Okay, so the green is right here. So if you want, just bring it into position first. Okay, so you can look at the orientation of it. Bring it down. Rotate it. Bring it back up. And bring this one back up. Okay, so that's it. That's how you get your standard color pattern with white on top, red facing us, green on the left, blue on the right, and orange in the back. Okay, so now that we have our standard color pattern, we're going to flip this cube upside down so that the white is on the bottom, and we're going to look at whatever piece is directly opposite of white. So whatever piece is up here is the piece that we're going to place. Now, sometimes it's going to be the yellow piece is going to be up here, and that's not going to work for us. So if you have the yellow piece up here, just do a sledgehammer. And what a sledgehammer is going to be used very often with this cube. And what it is you're going to understand that this is going to be your right side and this is going to be your left side. So when I say down on the right, I mean down on, just take this whole side right here, go down on the right, then go down on the left, up on the right, up on the left. Okay, so that's the sledgehammer, and sometimes you're going to have the yellow piece up here, but that's not going to work for you like I told you before. So let's go ahead and do that sledgehammer again. Let's get this piece back up here, down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left. Okay, and we're going to place this piece in its correct position, and we're going to orientate it correctly as well. So this is the orange, yellow, green, orange, green. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down the right so that green matches green, okay? Down the left, up on the right, up on the left, okay? And then this piece is placed correctly between the orange and green. So what piece is next? The one that came up was the blue and red. So we're going to turn it to the blue and red side. Here's the blue, red side. So this edge is going to fall right in between here. And this time we're going to go down on the left, okay, because we want red to match red. Down on the right, up on the left, up on the right. So sometimes you have to start this algorithm off with on the right, or sometimes you start it off on the left, okay? But it's always up, up, or down, down, up, up. All right, so how about the red, green? So this time we're going to go down the right, so that matches. Down the left, up on the right, up on the left. Now it's going to be blue, orange. Okay, so we're going to go down the left because we want blue to match blue, down on the right, up on the left, up on the right. Okay, then you've chased the cube around enough that these pieces all fall into their correct spots. They may not be orientated correctly, like this one is correct, this one's correct, just needs to be rotated. This is correct, this one's correct, but it needs to be rotated. Okay, and you're going to look off into or look onto the chart, okay, and we're going to see what figure this one most closely resembles. Okay, so let's go ahead and just ignore this and this. Okay, just ignore those for right now. And remember, you can just look at these two if you want, and so the corners will tell you which ones are correct and which ones are wrong. So if it's a yellow corner facing upward, then it's correct. Okay, it's like this one's correct and this one's correct. This one and this one are wrong. So if you look at figure 1-1, okay, and you hold the cube like this, you're going to see that 1-1 is correct. Okay, so the green boxes with the black check marks are correct. And then the empty white boxes, all right, and I refer those to these white corners, are incorrect. So if you have figure 1-1, just hold it like this and then refer to figure 1-2. 1-2 simply tells you to rotate the cube, okay? So that the two that are correct are left and right, and the two are wrong are front and back, okay? Let's go ahead and do the sledgehammer twice. Down, down, up, up. All right, and that was down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left. Okay, so that refers you to figure 1-3. In 1-3, if you just look at this, right, and I'm going to rotate the cube so that it matches what it says in the chart. Okay, so the green check mark, right, this is yellow, but it's a green check mark. That one's the one that's correct, right? But the white boxes, and these are the white corners, are incorrect. Okay, I'm not looking at these yet. Okay, I'm just looking at these, right? Just look at the corners. I'll let you know when to start looking at these pieces here. So let's just go ahead and hold it just like that, and let's go ahead and do that sledgehammer two more times. Down on the right, down on the left, up on the right, up on the left, down on the right, down on the left, up on the right, up on the left. Okay, so that leads us to figure 1-4. Okay, so if you look at the cube, look at the top, correct, and correct, right? So you have 4 green check marks, and these are all correct, so that corresponds. Now, if you look at figure 1-5, it says sledgehammer 8 times, and then it has 2 headlights, okay, indicated by 2 circles. Those circles mean headlights. So let's just go ahead and continue just holding it just like this, and let's go ahead and do now. Just go ahead and do this algorithm. Let's start off by doing it 4 times. So down, down, up, up. That's 1. Down, down, up, up. That's 2. Down, down, up, up. That's 3. Down, down, up, up. That's 4. Okay, I only did it 4 times. Now, see those headlights in figure 1-5? What I'm referring to here is you're going to be doing that. We just did it 4 times, but do it until you get those headlights. And we have headlights back here, okay? And these two, some people are still confused what headlights are. It's 2 of the same color next to each other, facing the same way. Okay, so red, yellow, and blue, yellow. Well, yellow are the headlights, and they're facing the same way, whereas this is facing opposite of this yellow. right? So let's keep those headlights to our left, and let's just go ahead and do this algorithm again. The sledgehammer, down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left, that's 1, down, down, up, up, that's 2, down, down, up, up, that's 3, down, down, up, up, that's 4, keep going, down, down, up, up, that's 5, down, down, up, up, that's 6, down, down, up, up, that's 7, down, down, up, up, that's 8. Okay, so basically what I was getting at there was, do the algorithm, the sledgehammer, till you get those headlights, and then do the sledgehammer 8 times, and you'll end up with a solved cube. Just a heads up, this chart is more of a guide than set in stone. So if you need to make adjustments, and just go ahead and print it out, and write down your own notes and make adjustments from there, right? But just think of this as a very simple but effective guide. Let's see if we can get into another situation. Okay, so this is going to be figure 2-1, where you have 4 of them that are complete. Just go ahead and ignore figure 2-2. That's for something else. I think I forgot to mention that. That's for the twisty skewb, and so is the figure 3-3 is for twisty skewbs. But we're not going to need to refer to those just yet. But these are not exactly headlights, but that's about as close as you're going to get right now. So just go ahead and keep these 2 to your left, and just continue holding it just like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this corner. We're going to do the sledgehammer. So from figure 2-2 to figure 2-3 goes like this. Down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left, down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left. Okay, so if you look at figure 2-3, we have 1 that's correct and 1, 2, 3 that are wrong. Just go ahead and do the sledgehammer 2 more times. That'll lead you to figure 2-4. So down the right, down the left, down up on the right, up on the left, down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left. Okay, so figure 2-4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 that are correct. And if you look at figure 2-5, it says sledgehammer 8 times, and it's got the 2 circles indicating headlights. So since you were looking for headlights, we know that these are not headlights. These 2 are not headlights. They're facing away from each other. These are not headlights, but these 2 are headlights. Okay, so you have 2 of them next to each other, facing the same way, right? Where I keep that to our left. That yellow is facing us, and the other yellow is facing away from us. Okay, so with the headlights to our left, we're going to do the sledgehammer. Down, down, up, up. That's 1. Down, down, up, up is 2. Down, down, up is 3. Down, down, up is 4. Down, down, up is 5. Down, down, up is 6. Down, down, up 7, and this is 8. The cube is solved, and that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to another one. Okay, so I set the cube up to give you an example of figure 3-2. Okay, and basically what I did was I solved it. I got into figure 3-1, where I had 3 of them correct, 1 of them wrong, and then did the sledgehammer twice. That led me to figure 3-2, where I have 2 correct, and this one and this one are wrong. So these 2 are wrong, these 2 are correct. Also, if you look at figure 3-2, you're going to see 2 circles, 2 red circles. those indicate headlights. Okay. And the reason that they're red is because it's going to end up leading you into a dead end. But this is worth showing you because, well, obviously I put it on the chart to show you this. This is more of the yellow light before the red light comes up. Now, if you hold it just like this, where in figure 3-2, we have 2 correct and 2 that are wrong, and you have headlights to your left, and you do the sledgehammer twice, down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left, down, down, up, up. Okay, that's going to lead you into figure 3-4, which is coded in red, where you have 3 that are correct and 1 that's wrong. So basically the whole cube is solved, right, except for this one piece, and that can't be. So if you look at figure 3-4, there's an arrow pointing down and leading you back to figure 3-1, where now you're going to be looking at figure 3-1, where you're going to have 3 that are correct, 1 that's wrong. Let's go ahead and do that sledgehammer twice. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Okay. Now, ignoring headlights. Okay. So if you turn it, okay, where you have that 2 are correct and there are 2 that are wrong, right? And here are your headlights again, okay, because it just led you back into a circle, right? So instead of doing figure 3-2, which is going to lead you into figure 3-4, which is a dead end, you want to take a detour, okay? So if you see that line connecting 3-2 to figure 1-2, okay, all the way back up the top of the chart, you can see instead of holding it like this, we're just going to ignore these, right, and just hold it just like this. So we're basically ignoring these pieces and we're just looking at these pieces. So the 2 that are correct are now 1 to my left, 1 to my right, right? And if you just follow along, just do the sledgehammer, down the right, down the left, up on the right, up on the left. Do that one more time. Okay. That's going to lead you to figure 1-3, where you're going to have 1 correct and 1, 2, 3 are wrong. So let's go ahead and rotate that so you can see that. Okay, and then do the sledgehammer twice. Okay, that leads you to figure 1-4 again. And, we already covered this. But this time we just happen to have the headlights right off the bat, right? So if you have the headlights right off the bat, just hold the headlights to your left, and that's 2, right? It's 3. This is 4. It's 5, 6, 7, and that's 8. Okay, and that solves the cube for you.